Hello pro traders, welcome to my channel. It's Gwin of GW Pro, and I want to be sharing with you what I think with the Eurchf and how I am set up to approach this one. So let's count the wave together. Alright, so if you're new to this channel, I recommend that you subscribe and also turn on the notification bell so you'll be getting information whenever I post content such as this one. Alright, so I come back. My name is Gwin and I've been trading professionally for the past 6 years, and I come back here on this channel to share with you setups over the weekend on pre-market analysis, and also come back here on midweeks to show you setups I have and those live trades which I'm going to be taking whenever those trades are ready, few minutes before they start moving. So I come to share with you on how I am set up waiting for that one. Alright, so I always make sure and I try as much as possible to share this with you early enough so you can also dive in and also be a part of it. Okay, so for this one here, I'm going to be sharing with you a complete step-by-step of how I am set up for the Eurchf, and when I'm going to be wrong, and when I'm going to be starting taking that trade decision, and how I am set up generally. All right, so let's count the wave together. As you all know, I don't count the internal structures more. I don't spend my time on the internal structures more, but I spend more of my time on the external and also what is visible, because I don't go down to that lower time frame. I'm a day trader and also a swing trader, and also I do a little bit of scalping. All right, so I don't do scalping every day. I don't scalp, all right, because that's gonna take more from you than giving more to you. All right, so scalping doesn't give more to you, it takes more from you, because you want to be taking trades with high probabilities. All right, so you don't want to be risking too much for getting too little. All right, so to get more you need to stay longer, because price change is a function of time. All right, so you want to be seeing 200 pips in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 1 week. Okay, so that's what you want to be seeing, 200 pips, and that's what you want to capture. All right, so let me just dive into this one and then show you all the setup which I have and how I'm planning to set up with this one. All right, so if you will look at the chart, you have a small structure here as an ending diagonal right here, and you can see that price exploded right from that point to the upside here. So this could have been our A leg. All right, so that notwithstanding, we could see a very strong impulse. Okay, so whenever you have a strong impulse, that's definitely your A leg. All right, because that is what way you want to label. All right, you want to label that A or you want to label that I. All right, so in this situation, I'm going to label this A. Right, I'm going to label this A. I'm going to make it a big A, or I'm going to label it a block A. All right, so what is also happening here, that we also did see a drop coming in here. All right, so this was the first drop of the consolidation, so we're going to label this A. All right, swell. So we then moved up here, so this is now our B. You can see that there is so much noise inside of this territory, which this is now a retracement. All right, so this is our C, and you can see the characteristics of this C, 1, 2, 3. All right, so we had, let me just clear this off. So we had a little bit of drop here, correction, drop here, correction, drop here. So this was more a 5-week move. So this is now the C leg. So let me just go label that and also add those into that one. All right, so this is now our A internal structure. All right, so I'm just gonna put this labeling. I'm gonna make it as okay. I'm gonna make this. All right, so I'm gonna put this B. All right, get the understanding, guys. All right, you're gonna be patient with me on this one. I'm gonna put that C. All right, I'm gonna put that D. All right, so in that while, all right, what we had was a contraction. All right, we had a contraction. So this is the point where market have stopped moving. So we had more of a rise from there. All right, so we can also label this. Similarly, we can also label this way. All right, we can also label this way, and we can also label this as A. All right, so whichever one or however you want to label this, either way works. All right, so I'm going to put this A. I'm going to just adjust this little bit here. I'm going to put this B. So either way you want to label this, either way works. So it all points to one direction. All right, either way works, because you're setting up for an explosion to the upside. All right, that's what you're setting up to do. All right, so this is a C and this is a push to the upside. So either way works. For this one, you looked at a bullish continuation for this one, so you could have expected that this could have been your wave 1. Okay, so this wave 1, ABC for a 2, So by the rules of Elliott, you could be expecting this to be a wave 3. All right. So by rules of Elliott, that was how I was set up before. But by rules of Elliott, what I want to see is I don't want to see price come back into taking out this structure. So when price cleared the whole of this structure, when price cleared that structure and then broke this support, which was supposed to act as support, initially what I was trying to do, I was waiting for price to, after coming down here, I was expecting price to then go up, and then, but I put up a pending buy stop here and that did not trigger, but rather price dropped back down, cleared the area, and I took in some short positions at the retest, and then I continued down here. All right, so with this one, all right, so what is happening here is that we've turned from a bullish setup, we've turned back into a bearish one. All right. Similarly, if this is going to be, all right, an A, B, all right, so we can use this as our B now. All right, we can use this as our C. Now, if this is going to be what I'm expecting, or to be a leading structure, then we would expect that this structure of the C leg should hold price. All right, so we should expect that price should not go below that point. And we could also see that at the very first test that we had price test that point and then, you know, attempt to make a move to the upside. All right, it did do that, but however, market then couldn't stay up, and then we had price drop back into the zone. All right, okay, so I'm just gonna zoom in. All right, so we're done with that structure. So we want to go look at this small environment here to see what is also happening and try to come up with a trading plan on the medium term. But on longer term, I expect that price could also come in and test this territory here, or could reverse from that point on. So what is it going to be, guys? Let's go count the waves. All right, so here in the internal structure here, let's count the wave and then let's see what's also happening. When I stopped doing this in my trading life, all right, this is what I stopped doing, putting pending order for a buy, all right, without any validation. I saw a great massive change in my whole trading life. So I started setting up, rather than waiting for a breakout and a retest, I started setting up for a breakout, retest, and I put pending buy stops up there, so I could have a more conserved trade setup. All right. But however, sometimes you can have price come back, hit your entry, and then continue downward. But however, most of the times when I do this, I wait for a break of a key environment, and I then use also the ATR, using the SFX ATR dashboard to also make my decisions. All right. So here with this one, we did see a small consolidation here. I would personally say that this has turned from a bearish to more of a bullish one, because this was also a drop here, and we could see this cleanly. All right, so price took out whatever happened here, price cleared it, all right, moved to the upside. So however, I'm going to be sitting here and I'm going to be waiting. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be waiting, because this is wave B, until price can be able to clear this structure here. All right, price remains bullish. All right, market remains bullish as to what we could be seeing is an A, all right, B, and then a C. So if actually this is a zigzag, we could be looking for a retracement, okay, for that one to, all right, to turn into another structure. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to put it up swing fib. All right, so you can see that this structure here relates better with the 61.8, because this is I restructured my Fibonacci tool up to the sweet spot. So this is 61.8. Whenever I'm talking about sweet spot, it's 61.8 fib retracement of the swing. So here is my sweet spot, and you can see that it conforms to that previous area. So I don't want to see price take out the structure. So however, I'm expecting that price could be on its way into forming an A, B, C for A, and then a drop. So what I want to see a consolidation in here and a drop. So I want to see that also playing out. And once I see that, I can then put up my B, because this will now be my A, B, C for a B, and then I'm looking for the next wave up. All right, that's what I want to do, and that's how I'm going to be set up. Anything other than this setup here, I'm not going to be here. So I'm going to be back also to update you guys whenever this also play out nicely, and I'm going to share with you on my channel. All right, I love you all. It's still the voice of Gwin, GW Pro, and enjoy the rest of the week.